Hey gang, Scott Davenport here. Welcome to In Post and thanks for joining me today. Today I'm talking about accentuating a silhouette, really making something more silhouetted. If you didn't catch In the Field earlier this week, take a look at that for the backstory and the location here. This is Portland Headlight. And there were a bunch of other photographers out there, and my favorite photo from the shoot was this one here where I had another photographer in the scene. Just really, told the story more. This is like partially processed right now, but what I wanted to do is make sure this person was silhouetted. And I just like the idea of it being a, kind of an unnamed photographer. It could be any of us. We can imagine ourselves being on that spot, or someone that we've photographed with before, and maybe somebody who happens to live in Maine, whatever it might be. But let me zoom in over here. I can kind of see. All right, I can kind of almost recognize this person if I knew who they were, and see their jacket and even the what kind of haircut and everything like that. I want to turn on this radial filter that I have over this person here. And now they become just a silhouette. There's a hint of their face, but nothing else. Let me hover over this pin for a second. You can see it's really just affecting the very dark areas. And I got some of the ocean back there as well, like the dark shadows of the waves. That didn't bother me all that much. But now taking a look at the sliders for this, taking the shadows really far down, taking the black point far down, and then leveraging a luminance mask. If I turn that on, actually you saw that here, right? When I hovered over that, you notice that in the radial, there's very little that's being affected. If I keep that mask turned on there, outside edges, there's nothing out there. It's just the dark bits under the waves, which I could clean up using my brush here. But the key thing is targeting the shadows and targeting this silhouetted person, and then just making that really, really deep so that they become like that nameless photographer. That's like the idea that I have for this particular scene. So I'll turn this off and on one more time. You can see the difference there. So this is original and this is silhouetted. As I pay attention to it now, I'd want to do the cleanup of grabbing the brush, taking the eraser, using the auto mask, and just kind of tidying up around the edges so that I'm not affecting some of that ocean or some of the rock face down there. And you can watch me brush and get the notion of what I'm doing there. But really it's the silhouetting aspect that I found to be interesting when I was processing this particular photo. So targeted adjustment, you can do this in any tool that gives you a targeted adjustment. You get a brush and you're good to go. You can brush things on if you have more advanced masking tools like range masks in Lightroom. You've got luminosity masks in On1. And you can target to just the silhouetted outline and then deepen those shadows, take the black point down. You can even underexpose if you needed to really make a silhouetted subject and become just part of the overall scene without it drawing too much attention. For me, looking back at this scene, the story is really the whole lighthouse and the landmass and everything. And the human element is part of that story. So anyway, that's the tip for doing the silhouetting. Hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, let me know somehow. Comments below on the video are great. Questions about photography, drop them in the comments or send them to me through my website if you want to keep it private. And until next time, my name is Scott Davenport. Happy shooting.